Welcome to Virtual Earth Day with Bluff Lake Nature Center. This is All About Animals, Part 2. This is Heidi from Bluff Lake, and the next animal I want to talk with you about is the beaver. So there's two types of beaver. The one we have here is the North American beaver, and this is an animal that we do have often on our site. They're a very large rodent. They're actually the second largest rodent in the world, the largest one in North America, and they're semi-aquatic. So the easiest way to recognize them is with that large paddle-shaped tail you can see in the photo. It's kind of as if somebody squished it top to bottom and flattened it out. So that helps make them very excellent swimmers, along with the fact that they've got webbed feet and they've got an extra third eyelid that is a clear membrane that helps them see underwater. So those are just some of the reasons they're such good swimmers. They also use that tail to slap against the water really loud to make a warning when they're trying to scare a predator away or warn other beavers that something's around. So some other things to know is that they can stay underwater for up to 15 minutes at a time. And they have really thick fur with a special oil on it to keep them warm. So these are just other ways they've adapted to live really well in the water. And something that a lot of people know beavers for is they've got sharp teeth that they use to cut down trees. So these teeth keep growing the beaver's entire life. They self-sharpen as the beavers keep chewing trees, and they actually look kind of orange in color because they've got an iron content in them that makes them extra strong. So the reason beavers are cutting down all these trees is because they use them for food, they eat that inner bark, and then they also use the leftover logs and sticks to build their homes. So they'll build a dam, which is something that crosses the entire river or stream to kind of slow down the flow of water and help it swell up into a pond. And then at the center of that pond, they build a lodge, which is their actual living space. So that's going to look more like a dome made of mud and sticks. And it's got at least one underwater entrance. And then inside there'll be at least 2 dry chambers or rooms where the beavers can live. So those are the different kind of constructions they can make. They also, during the winter, will store a whole bunch of tree branches and trunks and logs as a food source so that they can use it throughout the rest of the winter. So we love the beavers at Bluff Lake, but we also have to kind of create a balance because they do chew down a lot of trees, and we want to keep some of our cottonwood trees. So you'll see if you visit our site, some of our trees have a fence around the bottom few feet of the tree, and that's just that, so those particular trees can be protected from the beavers. One more fact I did want to say about beavers is they don't have particularly good vision, and it's actually even worse in the night, which is really interesting because they're mostly nocturnal. You've heard the term busy beaver. They do all that building and chewing and looking for food overnight usually. So some scientists think that a long time ago, beavers actually were diurnal, meaning they were active during the day, but that they were hunted so frequently by humans that they adapted to become nocturnal. So although their bodies don't have the best possible night vision, they've changed their behavior and they're especially active during nights that have a lot of really bright moonlight. So that is the beaver. And I will attach on here a video for you of some chopped down trees that we found on our site, so you can just see how much work the beavers can get into overnight.